Hey guys, how you doing? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon to others around the world. Welcome back to another Pokemon Unite video featuring Aegislash, brand new Pokemon who just dropped yesterday. I'm super excited for him, super hyped up for this Pokemon. But either way, we're coming through the jungle in the Master Rank game, initiating on our very first coming down to bees, having a good time with this Pokemon with Sacred Sword. There's a lot to take in when it comes to Aegislash. He has the highest skill ceiling in the game, in my opinion. Yes, higher than Gengar. Yes, higher than Gardevoir. I think he's going to be the most difficult Pokemon to perform well. But I'm going to outplay this because, hey, I think I'm starting to understand how to play this Pokemon. I'm getting his kit down, blocking those auto attacks, those attacks in general with Iron Defense, and getting out of that team fight here with Sacred Sword, getting a berry, coming back in with Lucario, getting double kill because I have red buff. He's not going anywhere. I think this Pokemon is super fun. He's going to be very good in group settings, in which you bet your butt I'm going to be playing him in Serena, in our games, and we're going to dominate with this Pokemon. But at the same time, there's a lot to take in. There's a lot to understand. I'm going to try my best to give my thoughts on him right quick, because his abilities are paragraphs, okay guys, like literally. But if you don't read them, if you don't understand how he plays, you're not going to understand how to deal with this Pokemon. And in solo queue, I think personally he's a nightmare. Not as in very strong, no, but more so as in a nightmare because he's a brand new Pokemon. People don't know how to deal with him, so this might not be the right time to climb with Aegislash in solo queue environment. Now, his abilities, right? We'll talk about it right quick. I'll do the best I can. I'm probably gonna mess up on certain things, but here's from my understanding as I dashed the wrong direction. Here's my understanding of playing this Pokemon. So you do have a passive ability, right? It's called No Guard. It increases received damage and deals increased damage depending on what form you're in, okay? Because you have a stance change ability, right? We all know this. Guard stance, sword stance, two different abilities. You do more damage in sword than you would in guard. While you're in guard, you can block an attack and you heal yourself on your autos, right? Whereas sword, you just get increased attack speed, you can deal more damage, yada. Now, while you're in sword stance, this applies to you. You get increased defense and special defense. Makes sense. After switching stances, you get increased movement speed, attack speed, or further increase for a little bit of time. Okay, cool. Moving on, right? Basic attacks. Unlike every other Pokemon, with Aegislash, you don't get boosted autos. Whereas when I hit something, I don't get that yellow line underneath my HP bar, you know, for the boosted auto. I don't get those. Instead, hopefully we can play this fight right. I need one catch from Lucario and Slowbro. Gorgeous. Good job, team. That was an execute, by the way. 1700 damage to Eldegoss with my Unite move. Fantastic ability. So good. Can we do it? Can we get a Penta already? Can we do it? I'm gonna say that was mine, right? I think that was mine, wasn't it? Pikachu, go step on a Lego, buddy. Go step on a Lego. I think we had it. We had it. Alright, team. That was me. In any case, your basic abilities, okay? You heal yourself when you're in shield stance with your auto attacks, right? Easy. But your auto attacks also stagger the enemy. It leaves them unable to act for a short time. Stagger, same thing as Serena when she stomps you, okay? But you have to hit that auto attack. But you don't do very much damage. Keep that also in mind. Now, every boosted attack consumes one boost count, okay? Up to 4 boosted attacks can be stored. I'm assuming they'll fix it eventually. You see how he has a pip underneath him? For some reason, I'm not seeing pips under me. I don't know if it's bugged out or what. I can see the enemies, but I can't see mine. I don't know if it's bugged or whatever. But in any case, you can start up to 4 little pips. Alright? Those are your boosted attacks. Now, how do you get your boosted attacks? You get one from Shadow Sneak, your basic ability. You get one from Sacred Sword. But what Sacred Sword does is the ability in which you see that little triangle right here? You'll dash to that area, you'll knock up every Pokemon inside that area. Now, it's capped though. So it's 2 for wild Pokemon and 4 for players. Alright? At the same time, as you deal damage, you would deal additional damage to enemies that are hit for a short time after the slash, after the animation is over. Now, you also ignore the enemy's defenses, partially, not all of it, so you do more damage to them. Great, right? Very strong ability. Very good for initiating fights. Very good for getting out of situations. Just be mindful because you cannot go over every wall. Sometimes, for the red and blue buffs, you can go over the walls but sometimes you can't. Like, I don't know why. It's just sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. But this ability in itself is very good for initiating fights. You would Sacred Sword into a battle, right? Into an engagement. Then you would immediately swap to Wide Stance or Iron Head or what have you, because you can block the next attack against you. Think about it. You jump onto a Cinderace, and he immediately Unite moves you. But you predict it. You go into Guard Stance, you block it. Guess what? That's probably going to be a dead Cinderace. This is why I think this Pokemon has the highest skill ceiling in the game currently, because you have to know your battles. You have to know when you can swap, when you can attack, when you can't. But other than that, I think he's going to perform well once you understand how to play him. And as a content creator, I'm going to tell you to try him, right? But only try him if you actually like a challenge. I'm not going to say pick him up and go ahead and dominate solo queue ladder, because that's not going to happen when you first start playing this Pokemon. There's no way you're going to dominate solo queue games as Aegislash until you understand his kit and how to play this Pokemon. But in a group setting, once you understand Aegislash, look out. I'm trying to tell you right now, I think this Pokemon is going to be really, really good. He has so much potential in his kit with his knockups, in which he can dash back and forth, slow smoke. He's going to be really, really good. This is just me telling you now. In my opinion, you know what I mean? But let's talk about his defensive abilities right quick. So Wide Guard, this is my bread and butter. It's my favorite one on him. I do enjoy Iron Head. I really think Iron Head is really solid, but Wide Guard is also really, really good. So what happens is you create a shield on yourself, right? When the shield appears, your boost count automatically increases by 1. See how you saw the little pip? See, sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. I don't know why. But in any case, you get 1. It grants yourself a shield, and you can shove enemies that are in front of you. I guarantee we're going to lose this fight. Because y'all know me, I go for a pick. That's the game plan for Zapdos. Everyone's behind me for some reason. Slowbro is the only person that pays attention to me. Gardevoir comes in and whiffs our Unite move, because, you know, Gardevoir players. But anyway, we'll hop back into that in a second. You get 1 pip for Wide Guard, right? Now, while the shield is active, enemy players' attack increase the boost count by 1, right? So for each enemy that's hitting you, you will get a boost count, okay? Capped until 4. When this move ends, when Wide Guard is over, it will shove the enemies again that are in front of Aegislash. And you're sitting here, you're blocking those hits, right? You're blocking those hits. Really, really strong, really good, really solid ability. And then Iron Head, I love this skill. I think it's really, really good. I don't know if it's going to be my bread and butter. I think I prefer Wide Guard with Sacred Sword, but we'll talk about it. So Iron Head basically is a buff, right? And what it does, it increases your boost count by 1 and protects Aegislash, so you'll get that block count or what have you. But at the same time, the shield does not protect you from like hindrances like slows or like stun or whatever or that sort of thing. But it can nullify the damage, so it can block the damage. Now, when the shield blocks an attack, it disappears and the boost count is increased. But you also gotta keep in mind, Iron Head dashes to your target. It kind of pulls you to that target, which is also another engage. So you can engage with Sacred Sword, then you can Iron Head, go into that defensive stance, get some HP back, or block the next attack or whatever. I just think personally that Wide Guard is probably going to be the better of the two until people start understanding different builds, scenarios, and what have you. But for me, I think Wide Guard is going to be really, really solid. As I'm going to beat down this Aegislash. I'm going to win this fight. He doesn't know what he's doing. Now, when it comes to this man's Unite move, we'll just dive into it real quick. Think of it like Pikachu's Electro Ball. Think of it like that. Okay? Execute. Lower HP, you will execute that target. Guarantee. Guarantee. So you do more damage the lower their HP is, essentially. But either way, this has been Pawseplays. Good luck to those that found the code hidden without this video. I will be giving away codes from now until the end of the weekend. I'll catch you guys in the very next video. Stay safe out there. Smash that like button, join the Discord, tell me I suck. See y'all later.